It's sliding with great joy. Pause. Big pause. If there's one thing that is a true struggle, until you figure it out, it's emptying one of these bad boys regardless of brand. Today, we shall discuss how to get the lotion from the bottom of a bottle without having to cut it. So, the discovery of this idea came from experimentation. I happened to be browsing in a Facebook group, I saw where if you know me and you're familiar with my channel, I don't like to waste product. I like to find ways to repurpose it. So even if I don't like the scent, I need to find another purpose for it. You feel me? Same thing about a lotion. But I happen to like this lotion. So I picked this up at Target. Now I'm nearing the section. And I got to the point where I was scrolling in the group and I saw that she had cut the bottle in half to get to the bottom. 1, I'm not mad at that. 2, it smells real nice. If you've not seen my review, there you go. Check that out. You will know my most detailed thoughts about what I think about it. And so now that I've used it up so much, how do I get to the bottom of it? And I said, I don't want to cut the bottle. While I'm not mad at my good sis there that shared that photo within the group, I just don't want to go that route if I don't have to. And then this vanilla cashmere body lotion became vanilla cashmere southern maple and peach lotion. What am I saying to you all? If you want to prevent having to cut your bottle of EOS vanilla cashmere or other bottles in similar type of packaging, it's a pump, can't really see through it, it's not the honey lotion, maybe it's the honey lotion and you still want to get to it without having to cut it. Maybe it's for aesthetics, maybe it's for functionality. For me, it's functionality and for me to save a coin. This is perfume oil. This is not sponsored, but this is something I've had in my hygiene staples for my collection. This is a perfume oil. It matters not if it is alcohol free. It matters not if it has alcohol in it. Get yourself a perfume oil that's complimentary. I just so happen to run out of the others and didn't want to use my real good ones that I'm almost out of. We're nearing fall. I took a little bit of this and poured it into the vanilla cashmere lotion. And so I'm going to demonstrate to you what the texture's been like because it's been a good couple weeks since I've mixed it and experimented. And I'm going to describe to you what the perfume oil has done for the chemistry of the scent. You don't have to cut the bottle. If you're going to do this, I've already done it. I want to change the texture and consistency so it flows so much better out of the bottle. You want to open your cap first. You're going to put that aside. This has mingled together really, really well. I believe in the fragrance community, they call it macerating, but this can also take place in things like lotions, body washes, and otherwise. I've seen it all too often. So just off of the pump, I smell vanilla cashmere, but then based on the amount of oil, because I did put a really, really good amount, very greasy. It's turned the lotion into a very greasy texture and consistency. I can smell the vanilla cashmere, so the integrity of that smell has not been completely altered. But then I can also smell the southern maple and peach perfume oil. SweetEssentialStore.com, not sponsored, in case you wonder where to get it. And it smells like it hasn't been shaken up. Now, when you go to mix lotion and oil, you're going to make sure of a few things. Mixing this and shaking it sufficiently and getting used to that on a regular basis. And then also planning out your measurements of lotion to oil ratio. Now, you know how I just described how even though I haven't touched this particular lotion in weeks because it's no longer vanilla cashmere, it's vanilla cashmere, whatever this is, maple and peach. You want to make sure that your lotion to oil ratio, if you're going to do this, leading to you never cutting the bottle, because it's sliding with great joy. Pause. Big pause. Yeah. I won't ever have to cut this open to get it out. You want to make sure that whatever the scent of lotion that this is, that whatever perfume oil you're putting in there is one, complimentary, and then two, if it is or is not, because that's your business, I would prefer something complimentary. This is a wild card because I didn't plan this. Maple, peaches, and vanilla. You want to make sure you pour enough of that oil in it so it doesn't overpower the scent of the lotion and can still be combined together and dry down well. Because we're going to talk about that too. It's sliding in there. I just, literally is a guapa lotion. If you want to get it out quickly, use the perfume oil. So we're going to shake this a little bit side to side, not up and down because we got the cap off. If you have a bottle like this, you can just take the cap off. If you have a roller ball, pluck that roller ball out away from your eyes, sis. In case any men is watching, because they make roller ball cologne for men. If you're using this method and you have a more plain type of soap and you have a more plain type of body lotion, you can still do this too. Pop open a roller ball away from your eye now and tell sir, and do this so you can still do it. In goes the maple and peach, smells so close to like peach cobbler, into this. And I'm gonna pour it here so you can see. That is enough. That is enough. So this is where your own personal judgment and taste of fragrance concentration comes into play. Essentially, if you're doing this method with the perfume oil, whatever it is, you're introducing a certain percentage of concentration of that fragrance. So if you pour more, you're going to have more of that fragrance, and you shouldn't be surprised if the lotion is already fragrance if it smells nothing like it after. If you pour less, then you shouldn't be surprised if you're still smelling both, if that is what you want. Now we got that oil in there. You can't do nothing without the oil, okay? We are going to close this back up. We shake. And you do this and check periodically after a couple of shakes of the bottle. And what you're going to notice is it's going to deposit a lot of that lotion onto your pump handle. So when you get done and you have to empty it out, the only thing you would have to do is put a little bit of soap and water in there and rinse it out. You will have gotten all the product out that bottle. Let's see what application is like. Now this is the thing, when you're near the bottom of the bottle, you also have to remember to pour more than enough in there to get it up to the level where that pump starts so you can pump the lotion out. There we have it. Coming out as if it's right at the top. Problem solved. I want you to look at the texture and consistency, because it's essentially what you have done when you're shaking it. You're whipping it based on how much oil you do or do not put in there, and based on how much lotion you're trying to get out of there and how much lotion is not left. So if ain't much left, you might have more of an oily cream mixture than anything, instead of a lotion with added oils, if that makes sense. Very greasy. I'm barely smelling any vanilla cashmere, but there's hope. You see how that applies? The most beautiful glow. Now, had I had a accompanied perfume oil that smelled just like vanilla or maybe an amber romance, it's on. It is on. PlayStation, Xbox, it is on. It's on. We're gonna give this a couple minutes and see what the dry down is like, and if the vanilla cashmere, which is the original scent of this lotion, before I added an additional scent, just to see if how much I have poured of the perfume oil has affected the scent altogether, or whether the integrity of the original scent of the lotion prior to me adding oil was not affected. A little over 15 minutes. So I'm noticing the difference between when I applied it after adding a bit more perfume oil of that maple and peach. I cannot pick up on the vanilla cashmere at all. But then again, it's only been roughly over, at best, 15 minutes. That's it. Now, before I added it, I added less oil and it was still sliding around in the bottom of the bottle. And that's when I could smell the vanilla cashmere the most. So that's just letting you know that you don't have to cut your good bottle of lotion. Or your bottle of lotion, you don't like it that much and you wish it would have added some other note. If you'd like to see more videos like this where I just find some very resourceful ways to utilize and to use my hygiene products, on either side, I got a playlist for you all to enjoy, and I suggest having a healthy meal or a healthy snack to go with it. I think you'll find it interesting and really helpful. You might catch something you don't know in terms of information. Until next time, love you. When I think about love, it's one of the bravest things that you can do. It is patient, it is kind, it does not envy or boast, and it'll keep you on the coast of not being rude or self-seeking, nor is it easily angered or seething mad, and it keeps no records of wrongs. It has no pleasure in evil, but it rejoices in the truth. And most of all,